Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Just Fred, where I'm playing Hollow Knight. Last episode we did the Colosseum of Fools. This episode I don't know what we're gonna do. This is another one of those episodes where I'm gonna be doing post-commentary because I lost my audio. Well, just because I didn't record my audio like a dangus. This episode I think we're gonna go and explore the royal waterways, but I am not 100% sure. So let us see what I'm going to see, what I'm going to do. Oh no, I know what I'm going to do. I was actually originally going to go over to the... Hiccups? Yeah, no. I was originally going to go over to the Crystal Peak and get myself another piece of pale ore. But we, like halfway through my little adventure, I decided to do something else. Let's go and skip ahead a little bit. So I ended up over here, all the way downwards. I decided to go and use this elevator to go upwards. Right, I was gonna go over to Laruba, I think. Maybe. Yeah. I wanted to go over to Laruba so that I could get myself the quick focus and another charm notch. Quick focus is one of the best charms in the game. I 100% recommend buying this thing. There we go. And now I get to go all the way around, but there's something different about the Forgotten Crossroads. Yep, so this, the Forgotten Crossroads is now infected. All of the enemies, or a lot of the enemies in any case, are now going to be infected and have different attacks. The jumpers will now try to hit you with some acid balls, while the normal ones will actually just go and suicide bomb you, kamikaze you. And when they do a lot of damage. Well, they do 2 masks of damage, but it's still a lot of damage, so... You want to watch out for those things, but we will be exploring this little place a little bit more later on. I'll come back to this place to do some stuff anyway. I should go and maybe get rid of this thing. Where am I gonna go now? I like the fact I'm just skipping through everything. Alright, so I finally managed to dream... Wait. Alright, I'm gonna go back over to the Blue Lake. I'm gonna be skipping through this stuff anyway, because I know that I'm doing a lot of different stuff right now. So there we go, we can finally use our crystal hearts to reach this place up here. And at the end of this place, which we've already seen, is one of these boys. I decided to dream nail it. Notice that it doesn't think anything. So I just defeat it to get myself a rancid egg. And then going forward, I decided to go back to the freaking seer. My god, skipping with 30 seconds is quite a lot. So we've collected 300 essence. Yes, I can see the dreams of this old kingdom are starting to cling to you. Very encouraging. You've certainly made my dreary work here more exciting. Being the caretaker of this place hasn't been very stimulating. I shouldn't be complaining though. Tending these graves and guiding the wielder, all penitence for old crimes. Certain things have to be kept in balance. Take this trinket for your efforts and return with 500 essence. Keep up your tireless work. And then I noticed like, oh crap, I actually get a freaking pale ore. 500 essence, you're a master in the making. Well done, well done. I have a small reward for you. Plucked from one of my most precious memories. This charm will bring you and the dream nail closer together still. The secrets of this kingdom won't be able to hide from you any longer. Take it and return once you've collected 700 essence. More gifts will continue. Will come. So we get the dream wielder charm. Transient charm created from those who wield the dream nail and collect essence. Allows the bearer to charge the dream nail faster and collect more soul when striking foes. You also got a quick focus. A charm containing a crystal lens increases the speed of focusing soul, allowing the bearer to heal damage faster. My god, I gotta freaking speak at lightning speed. Okay, I will now do something. I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do something. I think I'm gonna probably go and upgrade my nail right now. Mayhaps. Let's go and skip a little bit forward. Oh no, I noticed like, okay, let's go over to the Crystal Caves, or the Crystal Peak. And then I decide like, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to go over to the City of Tears. And I will go and upgrade my weapon. So I decided to go to Queen Station. Turns out that Queen Station is not the right place. Decided to go to the city storerooms. Going all the way down. I'm gonna skim through these videos right now, by the way. Because, yeah, especially these parts, like the parts that aren't new, I should just skim through them because you guys already know the area at least a little bit. There you go, I decided to go up here and use my lovely crystal heart super dash thing to reach the drill nails shop a lot faster. There you go. Oh, you've returned. I see you have some pale ore, a rare fine metal. That give me that ore and some geo for my efforts, and I'll reforge your nail to make it even stronger. Give 2 pale ore and 2,000 geo. Crap. Alright, so I decided to go back all the way over to this shop. Decided to give this guy some of my things. Velmi Arcrit. I think I decided to give him like a King's Idol and a Traveler's Note thing. And there we go. Back at the nailsmith, as you wish. I'll get to work then. And BAM! Here we are, the reforging is complete. I've modified the nail to spiral form, a very tricky task it was. You'll find it stronger than ever before. Off we go now, cut your way forward. And now we can go and take a look at our lovely freaking nail, and we get the coiled nail, a powerful weapon of Hellenest refined beyond all others. Okay, what will I do now? Where do I go now? Where do I go now? I have absolutely no idea. Let's go and skip forward, maybe. I am getting out of this place. Back over to... Yep, I decided to go back to the ancient basin. Why? Because I have some geo left. And now I should have enough geo to go and fill in my lovely... Like, to get me reward for the fountain. There we go. Go and drop off my geo, which is going to be 302 geo to fill in the 3000 geo mark that you need. And then you get yourself a soul vessel shard. There you go. One more, and then we can get ourselves another one of those soul vessels. Gonna be opening up the map again, getting rid of this thing. Okay, press the B button for reasons. Okay, I think from this point onward, I'm gonna drop into the spikes, and now I think I'm gonna continue doing some more story stuff. You know, it's actually gonna be quite handy because I don't think I'm gonna have to edit these videos right now. I can just enjoy this stuff and I can just skip through the things that I know that I'm just running around. So there we go. With the mark, the door opens. And then we find this very eerie, really big, deep pit. Seem to remember when making the original video or the original footage. Also seem to remember being quiet a lot around this area because it's supposed to be like you can already hear it. So you really get this ominous feeling when you enter this area. You also get a decent amount of geo. And then there's one very interesting area up here. So, a deep blue stone atop a dais. So, you need a certain amount of blue masks, or lifeblood masks, to be able to open up this door. Now, there are 2 charms that we have that give us lifeblood masks. You need 14 in total, but there's one charm that changes your health, like your current masks, into other things. It's Joni's Blessing, right down to the right. It's the combination of Joni's Blessing and the Lifeblood Heart. These two together with I think maximum health will make it so that you can open up this door. Right now, I think after when I come back here later, I think when I go back to the bench eventually, I will take a look, and then I've noticed that I don't have enough masks before, to be able to open up this door. You can of course go and find yourself a lifeblood cocoon, and then you can see about getting a mask that way. But you have to get back to this point with those masks, and that is going to be the issue. Now, the first time I never played this game before, I did see a couple of things about it, and one of them was this door. And I was wondering, like, wait, am I supposed to go all the way around the world to get all of these freaking cocoons, then get myself enough lifeblood to then open up this door? I was really thinking, like, holy crap, that will be a difficult challenge, but the game developers aren't that mean. They don't do that to you. Praise the freaking Lord that they don't do that to you. Christ. That would be hell. There's already one of those types of challenges in this game, so yeah. I wouldn't want another one. There we go, a little bit of a glitch again. My PC not being able to keep up, unfortunately. Right, at the end of this hallway we find this area. And if I dream nail this thing, our voices will cry out again. So it's not very obvious, but the thing you're supposed to do in this area is use your Howling Wraith spell. And by doing that, we get some shadow imbued into us, or void, and then we got ourselves the Abyss Shriek. It's the powered up version of the Howling Wraiths. So every single spell in the game has an upgraded version. It's really funny because the one that I'm getting right now is usually the one that you get at the end of the game. Like, not at the end of the game, you get it like that's usually the last one you get. But getting this upgrade, it increases the range by a metric crap ton, and it does a lot more damage. So right now the spell becomes really useful. Right now soul spells just become really freaking useful, so yeah. And now we get attacked by some shades. The thing that we lose when we die. I think these things do like 2 masks of damage when they touch you. So we don't want them to touch you, because they are dirty. Then we have these things. Try to dream nail them. Doesn't work. Oh boy, here we go. Starting to glitch again. There's nothing in here. Trying to look for something that isn't there. You also probably need the Lumafly Lantern for all of this stuff, if you don't have it quite yet. There we go, now we have a little tower over here, surrounded by a lot of these void guys. The name of these enemies are siblings. If you haven't noticed it quite yet, you can also see all of the, like if you look at the floor in the really big room, you can see a lot of remains of knights who look like us. And then we also have the shades over here, so for some kind of reason there are a lot of people like us, but then dead. For some kind of reason they're all here. There we go. In this place we get ourselves some more soul, and if we hit the switch we activate this Lumafly Lantern. A really big one. Works a little bit like a lighthouse. When we go back outside we notice that all of the shades are gone. Hey. I love it when I do that. It's because of my bumper buttons of my controller. They're still broken, so, or at least from this controller in any case. I do have another new controller, but I cannot play these types of games, like platforming games, with that because I don't have a good D-pad on that thing. Right, I'm gonna go up here and then notice that there's another one of these shadow gates. Now another peculiar thing is I tried to open up the map and try to find where I am, but it looks like I am just not on the map anymore. For some kind of a reason. So I cannot even mark this, so I have to remember this. Trust me, I did remember this. No secret to the right. If I go all the way to the right, we find this area. Now we drop into this little fountain and try to struggle out of it. And now we absorb the Shade Cloak. Press right bumper to dash forward, cloaked in shadow. Use the cloak to dash through enemies and their attacks without taking damage. So now your dash is invincible, basically. You're invincible whenever you do the dash. But, let's see. Oh yeah, right. I couldn't get past this guy. I should come back to this. Should really remember to come back to this. Alright, so, when it comes to the Shadow Dash, whenever you use it, you can see that void falling out of you, and then it will come back into you. So the first dash is going to be, you're going to be invincible, but then the second dash you won't be. Or maybe the third one also. You have to be a little bit careful with that. You don't have infinite use of it. Alright, we get an Arcane Egg, which is the thing that we will get the most amount of Geo from if you sell it. We can go all the way back up here. And go through this thing. Bonk. There we go. So now we have the final movement upgrade, I'd say. Mobility upgrade. No, actually we don't. I'm wrong. Alright, trying to dream now this thing. Nothing happens. An imprint of Abyss given form. And by checking this, we get ourselves the entry from the Void Tendrils. And now I notice that I have to fight 4 more of those siblings, so I will do that. Nothing else in this room. So now I will go back over to the big room. I will go and fight a couple of siblings to get the Hunter's Journal shenanigans out of the way. And now we can properly see the amount of shells left. Or like the amount of shells that are over here on the ground. This is an area where you can farm these guys for the Hunter's Journal, by the way. Which is another reason why I wanted to show this to you. Alright, one more, and then we should be done with that. 1 and 2, and there we go. Okay, now I will try to climb out of this pit, so I will skip forward. Whoop. Whoa, 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 hey, whoa, whoa. Alright. So I got surprised myself when I got to the top of this thing. She's here. Hornet is here. I decided to dream her first. It faced the void and ascended unscathed. Could it unite such vast darkness? Ghost, I see you face the place of your birth, and now drape yourself in the substance of its shadow. Though our strength is born of similar source, that part of you, that crucial emptiness, I do not share. Funny then, that such darkness gives me hope. Within it, I can see chance of change. A difficult journey you would face, but a choice it can create. Prolong our word's stasis, or face the heart of its infection. I'd urge you to take that harder path, but what end may come, the decision rests with you. And there we go. So, I will now return to the bench. Then I will notice that oh yeah, this is actually the end of my first little session. I think this is a 2-parter. Let me go and take a look. Yep. Alright, so I will now go back to the bench, get my dinner break. So I will go and open up the next one then. There we go. Okay, so I decided to equip all of these, all of the lifeblood charms. Then notice that I don't have enough lifeblood masks to be able to open the door, and now I'm gonna do something else. Go back over to the stack station, then go back over to the... Is this the King's station? Yeah. Where am I gonna go now? To the left. I will go into the royal freaking waterways, as I expected. Using one of my simple keys. Right then, into the sewers we go. Welcome to the royal waterways. A little bit of an eerie, disturbing-ish place. A place that I could go to, that I could have gone to a lot earlier in the game. But that doesn't matter in which order I do things. Or at least not too much. So, the enemies that we just fought are flip-flops, I think they're called. Whenever you hit them, they will either jump around or walk on their little feet. Suicide bombers, we've seen them before. Then these are harumps, I think they're called. Whenever you hit them, they inflate themselves. They can also hit their other comrades when they are inflated, and then they will also inflate each other, so they will constantly inflate each other, which is quite funny to see. Here's my soul, and then notice that there's a freaking secret passage behind this thing. At the end of this thing, I can find... Right, I don't know what I can find. Oh, don't take something if it isn't yours, that's the law. Everything you see, it belongs to me. Don't be angry, I'll share my food with you, if you give me Geo. So you can purchase food, which is the rancid eggs. Oh, if you don't want it, I'll keep it. I'll find you again, the water will bring you to me. I just need to keep searching and praying. When we meet again, I want you to say that you're sorry. I don't know the story of this guy, but you can pay him Geo to get yourself rancid eggs. If you want them. But I personally don't really care too much about them, so I will not be buying any of them. I do like the atmosphere, not particularly the atmosphere, but I do like the way that the sound, like the way that the game sounds right now, because like whenever you hit something or whatever, or you hear something, you can hear like a, I don't know man, a special way of sound, like hearing something because you are in the sewers, like in the pipes, so here's the way that you hear things, it's gonna be different. An echo kind of thing. I have very good English, again. I think you understand what I mean. The special sound effects that they use in this area. I like them quite a lot. Aside from that, this place is a little bit creepy and weird. Especially when you meet these guys. You cut them in half and one part is going to come alive. The other one is going to stay dead for a little bit and then come to life also to attack you. I like that one. They also make the most horrible noises. Or at least some of the most annoying, horrible noises. Also the little flyer guys. They die in one hit to my super upgraded nail. So they aren't too bad. More harumps. They aren't too bad. Here, I just heard a freaking mask throw. I was like, ooh, shiny. I know as well. I think they're called Belfries, something or others. Those kamikaze dudes. I go have to deal with another one of those annoying enemies. The most annoying part about this enemy is the fact that I have to wait for the other part to come alive. Otherwise, it's gonna make horrible noises and be annoying. Oh yeah, I know where this thing is. Yeah, it's down here. And it's a mask shard. There we go. Now we can finally hear our friend. So, when you enter this room, you have to beat all of these enemies before you can continue. It isn't too bad, but when they get really close to each other, might be a little bit dangerous because they will make it so that they all will pop up. They will puff each other up. There we go. But these enemies really aren't too bad, so. You hit this thing. Then this door opens up. And this door leads you back all the way to the freaking fungal wastes. This is the big door that we saw before. Oh, aren't its waterways thrilling? A labyrinth of pipes and tunnels. I couldn't have asked for a better place to employ my talents. It's also orderly, so considered. Nothing like the crude irregularity of those caverns. Oh, but so sad. My trunk is telling me those fungal wastes are close, and I sense my damp adventures may have reached its end. Guess I'll be calling this map done. And there we go. We get the map from the Royal Waterways. Dashing straight into one of these things. Like a smart guy. I think we're back in an area from before, where I can now go and get this little rancid egg around here. And by killing it, we have completed the hunter's journal for it. Which is quite nice, because aside from that, I don't really care too much about the rancid eggs. Then I'm gonna go over here, go to the left, but then notice, like, wait. This is the other room, isn't it? So yeah. And then I get to go all the way back. And there's a lovely secret over here, behind it being a lovely, lovely little grub. And let's go down here, follow the bench. There we go, go on, sit on this tilted freaking bench. Opening up a little bit of a quote-unquote shortcut, I guess. Or just a little bit of another way that I can get over here. I'm actually not too big of, like, I like this area aesthetically, but aside from that, I actually really don't like this area. Because this area is really confusing, I say. Well, not confused, yeah, it is quite confusing. You have a lot of different pathways that you can follow, and I'm always really, I always have some kind of a paranoia about missing things. There we go. That's done that. I get to go even lower. Right now I'm actually going the wrong way. I should have gone the way that I was first going. So if you are following along, go that way first and then go this way. Because otherwise you'd have to backtrack a lot, which I'm gonna have to do. Spoilers, by the way. Yeah, spoilers to my own freaking Let's Play. That's kind of an insignificant spoiler, so it doesn't matter too much. There we go. As you can see, having the upgraded nail proves to be quite useful. Now we're just running into a lot of these things. But they are still no match for the mighty nail. And then by going this way, we seem to have found some kind of a disgusting little place. Now we can continue going this way, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna do. I'm first gonna get this lovely pile of geo. And go up here, almost get hit by that guy. Get a shortcut. Oh, pressing the map button for reasons. And then we're gonna go and see what's behind this thing. So by going this way, you will fight an optional boss. This thing, as long as you don't attack it, it doesn't attack you. One thing that I can say about this boss is that you might want to have your nail be strong enough. It's a fluke arm, so you can use this thing, which I already have the upgraded version of, and he's dead. It's as simple as that. So usually this boss will be a lot more difficult. The thing that this boss does is it spawns the little flying worm creature enemies. It spawns them constantly, like with 2 at a time, and if your nail is strong enough you can one-shot them. Otherwise you can also use this soul spell to absolutely annihilate this boss, and also do that to start the battle. You already do a lot of damage too. So yeah, that's that then. That's him dead. Gotta say I'm quite surprised at how useful the howling, I guess the howling raves spell is in that particular battle. Right, so the thing that I'm also gonna go do right now is go over to this secret. This secret, in the original version of Hollow Knight, this secret did not exist. It got added with the Godmaster DLC for one very specific reason. Right, so now we get to explore these dirty, really nasty tunnels. I can remember the first time I played this game, the Godmaster DLC was not out. The only DLC that was out was the Grim Truth DLC, which doesn't really add much when it comes to new areas or whatever. So the second playthrough I did of this game, I was like, wait, what the hell is this here? I don't remember these enemies, I don't remember this area. And well, yeah. There is a reason why I don't remember this area. Because it didn't exist in my original playthrough. I can use a Shadow Dash to go through these enemies. They do 2 max of damage, which really freaking sucks. But oh well. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to fight a couple of them to fit in the Hunter's Journal again. But I think I'll do that. I can skip through that. There's like a moment where I do that, but I was gonna cut it anyway, but right now I can just skip through it. Since I'm doing this in post. I do think I will be fighting all of these guys. However, just hitting him in the back and thinking like, wait, maybe I can dash through them, but... oh no! These enemies are really annoying. I really hate these enemies. Why? Because if you want to kill them, if I don't have to kill them, then there's no problem. But from the moment that you have to kill them, I'm gonna die right here. Yeah. Then from the moment that you have to kill these guys, you just have to chase them constantly, and either chase them or wait around, and it just sucks. Right, I'm gonna skip to the next part. Me just fighting more of these guys. I think you've seen the majority of this room though. It's just a lot of these really long tunnels. Filled with these fluke douchebags. Once again, if you don't have to, if you don't care about filling in the Hunter's Journal, just don't fight these things. Try to avoid them and just continue with your life. Because these things are way too annoying to fight. Right, me just killing another one of those. Alright, let's go and skip back a little bit. So at the end of this pretty big room, we can go forward. And we end up in the sewers. Or just another part of the waterways in the case. this really big room with the fungal wastes in the background, which I really like. Really like that touch. Right, I'm gonna go and drop down because this is a junk pit. This area has been added by the Godmaster DLC. This was not in the original game. For one specific reason that we are about to find out. There are a couple of chests in here with some random geo in it. This really big thing, that looks quite suspicious. But I will first get the chests. There you go, one of them has some lure flies in it. Right, so this is the thing where you also needed the simple key for. That you can get behind the Colosseum of Fools. And then we get ourselves the God Tuner. Device that resonates with being of great power. Seek the gods of Hellowness to tune their power through their strength. Ascend. Now we can dream nail this thing. Blasphemy, rank blasphemy, thou crawler, thou cringer, thou smallest of the small. By what right dost thou trespass here, in this home of the gods? Shrivel away and begone, begone! Right, so, this is the Godmaster DLC. In a nutshell. This is the main hub of the Godmaster shenanigans. I will show off, welcome to God Home, I will show off how this works. So we have all of these doors that we cannot access right now because we haven't beaten all of the bosses required. I will take a look, and as you can see I've beaten a lot of the bosses, but not all of them that need to be beaten before I do unlock this thing. I will do this stuff at the end of the game when I am fully upgraded and ready to do this shenanigans. Because this is the hardest thing in the game. By far. Or at least for me in any case. Alright, and I'll go and skip me climbing out of this hole. Alright, of course. Somewhere on the way, instead of going back to the place where I thought I was going over to this way. Into this crack, because I thought that this was the way back, but nope. This is another way that I could go. I was climbing, I was like thinking like, I don't recognize this. Where am I? Me looking at the map, of course. This is also where I resumed my commentary, because I'm like, this place is new. And then by going up here, we can open up this thing. And we end up right over here. And I was so confused by it. I was like, huh? What the hell? But there you go. That's it. And we can go over to the right over here. Get hit by one of the basic enemies. One of the most basic enemies in the game. And there's a secret over here. Can break this door. To find a double secret. I was really surprised about this. Noisy, Gla, Gla, scary, up, up, stay here, Gla. Gla, Gla, mother sends treasure, gather it up. Save, Gla, little sisters, Gla, Gla. Stronger, Gla, Gla, bigger, mother. Gla, Gla, grow and grow, nice and wet. Noisy, Gla, Gla. I really like the fact that she's poking one of these little things with a freaking stick. This is a little bit disturbing, but oh well. Mother's glow, so angry. It's a little bit disturbing at the same time, a little bit funny. There's nothing else to that thing. At least not that I know of in any case. Alright, then we can go all the way down again. Then I noticed like, wait, where the hell am I even supposed to go then? And then I remembered how this works. You have to drop down and then go to the right, and this is where we came from. Right, so now I will do the little bit of farming that I needed to do to fight these enemies to get the Hunter's Journal thing going. And we are back at the bench. This is going to be the end of the episode, I'm pretty dang sure. So, I hope you enjoyed this third episode with just post-commentary and shenanigans. Next episode we will continue doing the Royal Waterways, get the final movement upgrade, I'm pretty dang sure. And after that we're gonna do a lot of different stuff. And then I'll finally be done with my post-commentary shenanigans. I hope you enjoyed this episode just for it nonetheless, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye!